Welcome, beloved souls of Stargate Soul Intuitive. Thank you, everybody, for coming back and joining me in today's video. Today's video is specialized about what the angels see. I've been channeling and gathering a lot of information, getting a lot of downloads, and I put this all together for everybody. And this is like the global energy, the shift in the months ahead. And I do have a channeled message from the angels, and it was all about the visions of upcoming shifts in world leadership, in climate patterns, the global economy, and the housing trends. So much guidance to help you navigate for the months ahead with a lot of light, a lot of hope, and a lot of wisdom. And things that I wanted to bring was, the focus about where we are going politically, climate, global, and finance, and housing, and what our environment, and what are some timelines. And I do have a message, so thank you all for joining here and listening in on what's to come. And this is I'm just going to start with kind of an open connection here. And I brought in Archangel Michael, Uriel, and Metatron to really help open up the vision of more downloads that I was seeing. And, excuse me, and politically, leadership wise, there's like some very subtle change. Changes in leadership energy. They were showing me some transitions at both turbulence and opportunities. So there'll be not only some turbulence, but an opportunity, a shift towards truth being revealed. And with the climate and environment, we're looking at some intense weather patterns appearing in unusual places. I kept hearing that and seeing it. But there's also innovative green solutions emerging, a lot of green solutions. And we also have where in finance and housing and just, globally, the markets feel very unstable. And they were showing me just the up and down of the market and the cycle of contraction followed by an unexpected opening. You may see, they're showing me the housing shifts and how they create some new opportunities for those who will be ready to act forward, taking on those finances and the housing, and with these unexpected openings. And lastly was how the angels want us to anchor our trust and how we prepare and what is the collective support today. So looking here, we have a channeled vision for world events, and this is going to be again based on political, climate, finance, housing, and environment, with just what the angels see. What do the angels see here moving forward? And Archangel Michael was the first one that I saw, and he was speaking about, protection and just belief, and a lot of air and a lot of fire energy, Metatron, and a lot of water sign and earth with Raphael, Metatron. And the angels are whispering that the months ahead are like a shifting in the tapestry, and threads are like moving. I kept seeing like threads, like if you're making some kind of patchwork or thread work, and things that you're threading seem to be coming unraveled. And others are just being, woven into something new. So there's a lot of creativity, a lot of change. And politically, we have behind the curtain, globally, politically, behind the curtain, we have a lot of agreements that are forming that will surprise many. And I felt and saw like the leaders um, really facing truth revealing moments. And I also saw that certain public figures stepping down while others step forward unexpectedly. Just going to be a sudden, unexpected change. We never expected that. And the message here is transparency will be tested. So maybe jot that down and we'll see what the coming months, between now and the next 3 months, what happens. But this window is through August through the next 3 months. So, and our climate and environment, I felt some of Ariel coming through on this as well. And the earth will speak louder. You may feel or see some unusual weather patterns. You may see or hear about powerful winds and these sudden temperature swings that may occur, whether it's really hot or just the swing of change. So, winds of change. And these events are not punishments, but they're really wake up calls for unity, not dystopia. We want, utopia. And we want new solutions. And the angels say, care for the land and it will care for you. So I definitely would jot that down when it comes to climate and the environment. And environment can be environment around you, whether you're in the home, in the workplace, going out and about in your errands. Again, always feel when you get upset or fear, worry, care for the land and it will care for you. Just kind of like what you send out, sending out love and light, and it will return back to you in your heart space and around you. And looking at financial in the world and markets, the angels were showing me like a big wave. And the stock market may experience some rapid peaks, but it could also be followed by some sudden dips. So just be aware of that. This is just what I'm seeing and hearing. And those who remain really grounded, very patient, and observant will find an opportunity. So it's really important to really stay grounded and practice that patience and keep that patience and be observant, because it's definitely going to lead you into opportunity. And avoid any fear-based reactions. My angels are saying to listen to your inner guidance before you make any big decisions. The housing market, I wanted to get into that. There's going to be a cooling down in certain areas, while others, especially smaller and overlooked communities. So you might want to jot this down. So I saw like cooler weather being shown in certain areas where it wouldn't be, and others, especially smaller communities, really being overlooked. And you're going to be surprised. I kept seeing like a gift, a surprise, like surprise, with surprising growth in those areas, that communities that are often overlooked. And the message is here, what is overlooked now will be treasured later. Moving on to spiritually, the angels, archangels, see a rise in people seeking divine connection. And you're going to see and hear more about this. You're going to feel, maybe you may even feel in your own heart space that you're really connecting more to God's source and your prayer and what your spiritual practice is. And the community circles, getting into that both online and in person will really start to expand. So that's going to start opening up. There's going to be more online and more in-person connections spiritually. That's really going to expand. And I feel a lot of that with Jupiter. And the light is really growing stronger to those in everyday conversations with light. So when you're in the light and the light is growing stronger in everyday conversations. So you may hear a lot more things spiritually, and it might light up your heart and help develop wherever this creativity that you're needing, whether it's your body, your mind, or your spirit. And Archangel Michael was the first archangel that came through for me with some messages of downloads. And he was just saying about protection during times of uncertainty. And Archangel Metatron was showing me about being clear, seeing clear, and discerning truth from illusion. And this could be like a lot of media, what people say, what they do. Really pay attention to that and just notice the clarity and be clear in really discerning what is truth, what is illusion. And that makes a lot of sense because a lot of big companies, there's always gossip and things, and just staying true to yourself. And Archangel Raphael's message was healing for Earth and its people. And Archangel Raphael was really feeling that we need to really feel the healing. And when we feel that healing, we send that out to the earth and we send that out to the people and those you love, those around you that you care for, and it will return back to you tenfold. And our affirmation for today is, I walk with faith in what I cannot yet see, because knowing divine order is unfolding. I walk with faith in what I cannot yet see, because knowing divine order is unfolding. And last but not least, please do take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you found that this resonated with you and maybe you jotted down some things in the next 3 months, do comment. I would love to hear that. And again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and I will bring back more messages about what the archangels are revealing and what they see in your soul's path. And, again, this is a message of clarity, divine alignment, and trusting in your own inner light and stepping forward knowing that you are supported and you are guided. Archangel Jophiel has a closing angel message for us all. And if you've listened to this far, thank you. Thank you very much. So I have a message from Archangel Jophiel, and I have a soul affirmation. And I do hope that this brings you a lot of peace and light and love. Archangel Jophiel brings a message with Archangelchamuel today. We see your light, even when you do not. Every challenge is simply the polishing of a jewel that is already within you. We see your brilliance, your strength, your beauty, and your truth. Do not measure yourself by the moment, but by the eternity of your own soul's journey. Because today, trust in all that is unfolding exactly as it should in divine perfection. And so it is. And your soul affirmation today is, I am seen by the angels. I am loved beyond measure, and I am guided in every step I take. Thank you guys. Again, don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe. And I love to hear your comments today. Have a most beautiful day. Thank you, beloved souls. Bye.